China, which is buying gold like there is no tomorrow. The gold prices have now in fact reached highest levels as Chinese investors and consumers vary of real estate and stocks are buying precious metal at a record pace. Often considered a safe investment during times of geopolitical and economic turmoil, gold has soared in prices in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the war in Gaza. Now, gold climbed, in fact, highs of $2,400 an ounce, and you can blame it on China. Why is China buying gold like never before? Let's understand that. What's really happening here? What does China know that we don't know?
Yeah, exactly. So, I think the skeptic in me wants to, go on a line that perhaps China knows something that we don't know.
Or is it preparing for an assault on Taiwan after all?
Well, I don't know. I think all that is going to be very speculative.
Because I read an Economist headline this morning that, it could either be that China knows that there is a war forthcoming, or there is some sort of geopolitical tensions that someone else may not start, but China may start.
Yeah, true. So, I think the fact that for the last 17 months, the Chinese Central Bank, People's Bank of China, has been on a gold buying spree makes you believe that it is not just citizens of China who are not really finding great returns through investing in stock markets or the real estate sector, which has crashed and has been actually going down over the last 2 years. So why is the People's Bank of China also continuously buying gold? So I think tensions have been high. Taiwan has been a flashpoint. Tensions have been high in the Taiwanese Strait for many months now. So will that result in a Chinese driven aggression or not? We don't know. I mean, there were talks actually that during the Taiwanese elections with the new government, with the new regime in Taiwan, that flashpoint could actually turn into becoming something more catastrophic. But it's been a few months and we haven't really seen much action on that front. I think so. The skeptic in me likes to at least think in the direction of China wanting to do something and hedging itself and its own coffers by way of buying more gold. What is China also doing, interestingly, in this whole gamut of gold buying is the fact that it's actually not using the yuan to buy gold. It has US dollar debt. In fact, it had taken debt from US in the year 2021, 2022 for as high as almost $1 trillion odd, and part of that has been repaid. But China still holds about $750 billion plus of US debt. It is actually now using its forex reserves of US dollars to buy gold. So while the forex count remains the same, it is actually using that forex money in the form of US dollars and not yuan to buy gold, which means it is selling US dollars in the market to buy gold, which means it is actually putting pressure on the US dollar while protecting the interest of the yuan. So that is one skeptical side of it. I think people in China, obviously investors in China, have not found the kind of returns that they were looking at in other forms of investment.
Neither in the equity market nor in real estate.
Absolutely. But interestingly, even as a percentage of China's total forex reserves, gold has now increased to about 50% and is now at about 4.6% of the total Chinese forex reserves being in form of gold. India's forex reserves in the form of gold are actually double of that. So India, while it's a smaller economy and hence even the forex reserves are smaller as compared to China, but the percentage of gold in our forex reserves are about 9%.
So that essentially tells you that India is in fact hedging more gold as opposed to China there. But China, of course, going for the safe metal and increasingly so also in its process upping the price of gold to about $2,400 per ounce in the recent past. You can blame it on China if gold gets any more expensive from here on.